Hello, 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 and welcome to Stamp with Shell. My name is Shell Anderson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Today's video is for the Night Angels Global Video Hop, and our theme today is masculine. So for my card today, I'm going to use one of the new online exclusives, Encircled in Nature bundle. It is a photopolymer stamp set with a set of wonderful, wonderful dies that you can use for many, many different occasions. It does have some greetings with it, but for the purpose of today's video, I am pairing it with the Phrases for All stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside for now, and we're going to get started. My card base today is a piece of Night of Navy that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm making kind of a very simple fun fold here today. My second card base is 4 by 5 1/4 when it's folded, and when it's opened it is 8 by 5 1/4. So we just scored that in half, and this is the piece we're going to work on right now. All right, I am going to bring in my stamp positioner, and I'm going to flip this plate, and we are going to do some stamping. So we're going to pop this in place and get some ink. I'm going to be using Night of Navy ink. And we are going, oops, I missed some here at the top. And we are going to stamp that down and give it a press. Perfect. Take that stamp off. We're done with that for now. I'll clean that up after the video. And now we're going to set this aside, and we're going to be bringing in our die cutting machine. I know this is too big for the camera, but you just excuse me for a sec while I get as much of this in the camera as I can. And we are going to get things set up here. So that image that I just stamped on the front of my card, I'm going to put a circle die on the inside, and we're going to cut out that center section. All right. Now I'll get this big boy out of the way. There we go. And we'll just save this for another project. And I'm going to close up this ink pad because I left it open. And now we are going to fold our card back up, burnish the fold, and now we're going to take a pencil and we're just going to very lightly mark that circle. I know it's very hard for you to see this. I don't know whether you can see it at all, but I can. It is there. Now I'm going to fold this card backwards so that that panel is out of the way, and I'm going to bring the Stamparatus back in. And flip the plate to this other side. And hopefully I have this so that it'll line up. Yes, I do. All right, now this time we're going to be using Misty Moonlight ink because I want, you know, when you're looking into the forest, the trees that are closest to you are the darkest and the ones that are further away are lighter. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. And yes, I realize I'm using blue trees. All right, now I'm just going to pull this down here a bit and peel this stamp off because we are done with that. And I'm actually going to take this plate off and put it aside, and we are going to work right here on our platform. All right, let's close up this Misty Moonlight. And we're going to be bringing in 3 ink pads, Calypso Coral, Pumpkin Pie, and Sweet Sorbet. We're going to start with Calypso Coral and a blending brush. And we're just going to apply some ink down here at the bottom. And you can make it as light or as dark as you need or want. Next, I'm going to come up and we're going to go with Pumpkin Pie. And we're just going to apply some of that, not a lot of that, just a little. And then I'm going to close it so I don't go into the wrong ink pad. I'm going to go back into the Calypso Coral. And blend the two together. There we go. I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to close that one. And now I'm going to go into Sweet Sorbet. And we'll add some of that up here at the top. There we go. All set. Close those up and take our card off, and that way I can just clean this mess up. Oops. Snap those magnets together. Miracle they didn't break. There we go. All right. Now, when we close our card, we have this lovely, lovely background. Let's bring that bone folder back in and re-burnish. And now I am going to stamp my greeting on the outside. And for this, I'm going to go back to the Night of Navy that I used on the wreath portion. And I'm using the thank you greeting for our card. Just like so. I'm happy with that. All right. Now I am going to just leave that right there, set it aside for a minute, and I'm going to bring in my silicone mat. And I've pre-die cut some of the trees from this set, and we are going to glue these trees together. Maybe we are if I get my glue started. Left the cover off it too long. Let me see if I got a needle here. I was making another card before this video, and there we go. Alright, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on there, and we are going to glue these two sections together in the middle by overlapping that tiny middle tree. Alright, now I'm going to bring this card back in. And we are going to attach this like so. So I'm just giving it a once over here. And now we're going to flip this over. And these tall trees can have glue all over them on the outside. However, the rest of them cannot. And the rest of them is just going to have glue on these bottom edges. All right, now I'm going to grab this and we will pop this in place. There we go. So there's our card, and if you wanted you could put some on the inside. I don't think I'm going to bother. I kind of like that. And I am going to add adhesive to the back side of this one. And we are just going to center this on this matte layer. And there we have our card. And prior to the video, I made another one, and I used the happy birthday greeting on this one. And same scenario with the blending brushes and the ink. So I just changed up the greeting on these cards. This one seems to be popping up a little bit. It's because I folded it backwards when I did my ink blending, so they kind of pop up a little bit, but there you have it. Now I'm going to find some embellishments for these cards. Since these are guy cards, there's not a whole lot that I'm going to put on here. But if I can find what I'm looking for in this box of tricks. Maybe. Not in this box of tricks, apparently. Let's try the second one. There they are. Hiding. These are the Enamel Dot Essentials. And I am going to use these just to add a little something. There's a happy birthday. And a thank you. And I think for a guy card, that is all we need. I don't think we need to go heavy on embellishments. If I was to put anything on there, it might be a piece of linen thread, but I think I'm just going to leave it as is. I think it's embellished enough. So, my friends, that is with, I'll give you those ink colors again in case you're interested. I used Night of Navy, I used Misty Moonlight on the back trees, and then Calypso Coral, Pumpkin Pie, and Sweet Sorbet for my ink blending. And the bundle was the Encircled in Nature, and the greetings were from the Phrases for All. I hope you enjoyed this video. I encourage you to leave a comment, and please check my check for who's next in this video hop, and hop along and see what the inspiration is that my crafty friends have for you today. Thanks again for stopping by, and I will see you again next month for the Night Angels Global Video Hop. Bye-bye for now.